Tell them, tell them, tell them, God clock. Tell them, God clock.
Really cool gents, baby.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Really Cool Gents podcast. I'm your host, Marvel Bishop. This is episode 12. A little bit of a late night, but it's all good. The gang is here. Obviously, I'm here, but Trey's here, Dramatic's here, Jordan's here, Ricardo's here. What's goody?
What's good, man?
with the political wave?
No, I saw myself on the screen and decided to do something
it's all
stupid.
good. How you guys doing, man? How's everybody's mental health? How's everybody feeling?
I'm gonna be real with you. I had a pretty shitty Monday, but I'm here recording.
Well, number one, I appreciate you being here. Thank you, man. We love you.
Likewise.
I've actually had a really good day up until 15 minutes ago. But such is life. Trey, what's up, man?
We out here, bro. I'm feeling great.
Glad to hear.
I refuse to be anything other than that. So,
yeah.
Can I borrow some of that, please?
listen, man. Like, strong people go through it too. Like, we deal with stuff on the daily, but we not gonna fall to pieces in front of y'all.
No, we can't.
We have a job to do.
We got things to get done. So don't think that just because we're not out here falling to pieces in front of y'all,
Exactly.
it doesn't mean that we're not experiencing the same things that you're experiencing. So I don't want y'all to look at us and be like, okay, I need to get my life together. Nah, we all need to get our lives together.
Yeah.
All right.
Facts.
So I just want to say that to
Well
whoever
said.
needed to hear it.
Well said.
Yeah, man. Jordan, Ricky, anything good? Y'all vibing? Okay, cool. Sounds good. Sorry, usually I don't be asking how y'all niggas be doing, but for some reason today I just had to do that.
But we still care.
But we still
Yeah,
care.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just not during the recording. So. No, I'm fucking around.
Just not during the hour and a half of us fucking recording. All right, so we got the formalities out the way. So all right, what we doing, bro? So Jake Paul.
You know, I was like, why is he pausing for so long? But
Dog,
after you said
I don't
that,
even know what I don't know, dog. I don't even know where to begin right now. You know what? You know, we always when we pod, man, we actually have as some of you guys know, most of you the Gents Nation would know, we actually do have a formulated list when it comes to everything. But usually 95% of that shit goes out the fucking window because such is life. But
that's true.
dog, motherfucking Jake Paul, dog. And James, is it James Willie? James Willie? No.
Wow, I forgot his first.
Dog, what's
I
his
think
name?
it is James Woodley.
What's his name?
James Woodley.
Yo, I am sorry. Yo, fuck all that shit.
Tell them, God clock.
Number one, Trey, if you would like to have a rest in peace to Mr.
Yeah,
Black
just,
Panther, because recently, you know, we celebrated his 1 year. I won't say celebrated, but let's just say honored his 1 year,
Recognized.
acknowledged his
There you go.
1 year anniversary of
Yeah,
Mr.
of
Black
his
Panther's
passing.
health, man.
Shout out to the Black Panther, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. We miss you, and it's interesting when you reflect on it because he's one of those few recent heroes,
Yeah.
like just straight up black heroes that, you know, he could have been on a Wheaties box, right? He's this type of guy, and it's cool to know that, you know, we shared some time on the earth with him, and it sucks that he's gone, but he left as his best self. So we gotta celebrate his life and try to model ours after his.
What is fucking phenomenal about his journey and his story is that you want to talk about going through life's traumas and life's everything that life had to pretty much, you know, throw towards you, right? And up until the end, we had absolutely no idea what the fuck he was going through.
Not a clue.
Yeah.
Which I really want to highlight right now because
It's because we live in a day and age where everybody knows everything about everyone.
Yeah.
especially celebrities. So.
Yeah, and especially we do live in a world where, black men have to become this ultra strength that at times we don't even know where to pull that strength from. But for him, he would actually go to like sets when he would act. And I think this actually happened during Black Panther, where like he'll be like literally like about to fall apart and like just faint, but he would actually keep that strength. You know what I'm saying? Before the or I'll say during, like, times of his acting, and it's just something I just want to honor, man. Because do we know exactly what he died? I don't want to like butcher it.
I think it was prostate cancer.
I was gonna say colon cancer, but
colon cancer.
Colon cancer. It was cancer.
Yeah,
it was colon. Yeah,
it was colon cancer.
And also like he had a few. There's a few interviews of like weeks or months before he passed. And he was visibly. It was colon cancer.
It was colon. All right.
he was he was visibly different. Like you can see that he was going through something, but like you said, we didn't know. And I don't want to butcher his quote, but he said he had a quote that was along the lines of, he feels like he's done what he had to. His mission is accomplished on this earth, and it's his time to go, basically. Mm-hmm. But he didn't say it, in those exact words. And that's another thing I want to honor, because a lot of people's biggest fear is death, like is facing death and, dealing with it and accepting it. You know what I'm saying? He had already accepted it weeks, months before. Mm-hmm. And like that takes a lot out of anyone, man, woman, whoever. That takes a lot out of anyone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what
and especially it's amplified because he's a celebrity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like people thought he was just saying that to, say, oh, he's proud of his career, what he's done in the past. Like, no, he knew what was happening, and the doctor probably gave him some, date or whatever. I'm not sure how that works, and he was like, yeah, I'm ready.
It kind of had like the Kobe effect when he died a little bit. Like you couldn't really even believe that he died.
Yeah, it was so
weird when he did pass.
And then when you look back, it was like, oh, I can see it. Like, because I remember, like I was saying, he was visibly different. Like he changed. Mm-hmm. Like he got skinnier. He just looked like something was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to speculate on.
I mean, he literally like withered away, unfortunately, which is like very, very hard to like really, really watch. But I do. That's when you actually look at things like that, it kind of puts things into perspective of the situations and the challenges that you actually do go through when you're actually living, and it just puts in perspective of like, like, hey. Like, if this man actually went through that and actually went through death, and it's like, because what I've heard, colon cancer is not like the most pleasant like transition when it comes to that. It's actually one of the most painful, I think.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah,
I've heard that too.
And just for him to really transition out of this world with such grace and not expecting anything from anybody, but being the strength for others, is very, very telling, honestly.
Yeah, that's extremely noble.
Yeah.
Like
there you go. That's the right word.
Like the reason we ain't know about it is because he didn't want to change the narrative. Like he wanted it to be about the work that he did.
Yeah.
And he didn't want people talking about him. They wanted people talking about he wanted people to talk about what he represented.
Exactly.
And that's what he worked for. And he kept his eyes on that higher purpose, on his higher calling until the very end.
And that's crazy when you think about it, like, because acting is his job and everything, but it's so trivial in comparison to his health and his life. You know what I'm saying? But he took it upon himself to not worry us, and like y'all just said, and that's I don't know many people could do that. I admit I don't think I could. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say what I would do in that situation. I've been in that situation, but I would probably be like, nah, I can't. I'm not coming on set. I'm retiring. I'm just gonna deal with this. But he dealt with it, sat through it, delivered us movies. Like that's crazy, man. He left a great legacy behind.
I will say this: like your job, that's trivial in comparison to your life.
Absolutely.
But your purpose
Absolutely
is not trivial in comparation to your life.
Mm-hmm. True. Okay, that's true.
Your purpose is your life, and if your job and your purpose happen to be aligned, then you feel yourself empowered, so you can do the things that Chadwick did.
True. True.
Yeah, man. Rest in power to him, man. Definitely.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right, let's get into the fuck shit right now. Okay, so I'm pretty much sure everybody saw the fight, right? Unfortunately or fortunately, is it fortunate? Are we fortunate to see that shit, or is it unfortunate to see that shit? It's probably fortunate for you because you did not see it.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't watch it. It's fortunate if you like
well,
that
first
shit.
of all, I'm talking about Trey. I'm just saying it's fortunate.
You know what? I wasn't looking when you said you, so I'll take that L. My bad. I thought you were talking to me. My bad.
Trey.
So you actually took time and watched it.
I actually did not work that night, so I was like, fuck it. Yeah, let me watch it.
Tell us about it.
Let me
Bro,
ask you this one question.
go
Did
ahead.
it give you a real feel? Because we like just
The whole shit is rigged.
No. I was just about to say, let y'all
Yeah.
know it's rigged. It's bullshit. But did it even feel real when you were watching it? Even though you knew it was rigged, did it even feel like?
I'm
You know what I'm
at
saying?
I'm at a really, really interesting place right now when it comes to boxing. Because I'm with it, because I actually love the fact that how boxing is becoming more of a notorious and more of a famous sport with all these like celebrities and all these influencers that's boxing. But then at the same time too, it's really it could actually get to a point where like it's actually diluting the craft as well too, where like everybody can fucking box. And not everybody can fucking box. That's number one.
Please say that again.
Not everybody can fucking box. Have y'all
That is a skill.
Have
It's
y'all
an
ever
art.
have y'all ever like just on some like just taking maybe like a couple weeks like to like learn the art and like work out? Like have y'all ever done that before?
No,
like,
I haven't.
Yeah,
It's not a game.
It's not a fucking game. Even
not
that
a hobby.
within
The
that
Closest I've
pastime.
seen is just seeing people train in person.
bro,
That's
within
it.
that microcosm
It's still
itself
insane.
right there, it's still not a game.
Yeah.
And we have people that like are literally working their fucking asses off, sweat, blood, and tears that will never ever get the chance that these two people or these other influencers that are boxing that actually deserve it more than them.
Yeah.
And we just have, I don't know, like do we hate on Jake Paul and like do we hate on Jake Paul because of that? I mean, because you know can't hate the player, you gotta hate the game at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But is it good for the sport of boxing? Before we even get into like like the actual fight, because everybody wants to be Mayweather. That's what I think. So I think Mayweather really changed the game on like he literally like he is a legal fucking robber. Like he said it himself. He's robbed. He's robbed boxing.
Yeah.
He's robbed boxing. So it's like now it's like everybody's thinking that they can do the fucking same thing too.
No,
But
no,
you
no,
can't
no.
because not everybody is Floyd.
Exactly. As much as you, people may hate Floyd Mayweather. Personally, like I wasn't able to watch Ali and those boys in their prime, but the people I was able to watch in their prime and watch them grow as boxers, nobody's as technical and precise as Mayweather. He's not just any. He's a professional. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that. It took him years to get like that.
Yeah.
To get like that. That sounds so stupid, but to get that good, you know what I'm saying? He's a technician, and I learned this from my friends that know more about boxing than I do. But like like you can want to be Mayweather, but you probably can't even be somebody that's not Mayweather. Like boxing is so technical and it's so precise, and there's certain things it's just so much.
There's a whole lot of ass in this video. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
My
I
apologies.
want to apologize to our boxing fans.
Like yo,
Tell them. Tell
Continue.
them God, Clark.
As far as the
My bad.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul shit, it's a joke. It's fun. I'm not hating on them. Yeah, they're white, and I'm probably supposed to hate on them, by default. But I don't care. It's like wrestling. I see this wrestling. That's all I see it as. Yeah, a couple of James Woodley's a professional UFC fighter. He's a professional,
but he's not a professional boxer, so that's
he's not a professional boxer. No, it's a disparity, of course.
But at the
he
same,
would still beat the shit out of Jake Paul any day of the week, and Logan Paul, both of them. I'm absolutely sure.
he didn't do that during the fight. He lost
Because he was pulling back, Marvel. Come on, dog. Look at some of them videos. All right. I'm gonna give you a great example. I forgot
ahead.
who Mayweather was fighting.
Go ahead.
It was one of those Hispanic dudes. I forgot the name. It was one of his earlier fights. It wasn't Canelo. What did I say something wrong? Damn. It wasn't Canelo. I remember I was watching with my friends. It was about like 2010 or 11, and something happened where like they hug each other to stop, and the ref breaks them up.
Yeah.
And the dude reached to tap gloves, and Mayweather started tagging him. And that's illegal. It's kind of fucked up because he reached out for a handshake.
Ain't gotta get ready if you
started
stay ready. Ain't gotta get ready. Ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready.
Exactly. It was several moments in the fight where Woodley could have rushed Jake Paul and knocked the blonde out his head, but he didn't. Why? Because it's rigged. I'm not saying anything crazy. Am I? Do I sound like an old, boomer baby or something? Like it's rigged. Like if James Woodley would have caught Jake Paul on the street in a street fight, he'd probably kill him. It's not even a joke. Like the skill level, there is a disparity between the skill level.
The difference between I will say this. So the difference between like the rules and the regulations between obviously a street fight, which is like there's no regulations,
of course,
versus regulations in an actual boxing match. The one thing I will say about this, Jake Paul, as far as a novice, amateur, professional fighter, can actually fight.
Did I ever say that?
He did.
No,
Did I ever say that?
No, you didn't say that. But I have to acknowledge that.
Against seasoned professionals. Like,
he's
really
4-0. He's 4-0. I get what you're saying.
Do you really think? Let's go to his brother.
Okay.
The fight he had with Mayweather. Do you really think that fight was as close as they made it seem?
Mayweather, I don't know if y'all peeped it, but go in the video. Mayweather actually low-key knocked out Logan Paul.
He held him up.
And he held him up.
That's the point I'm making.
Did you see that shit?
I seen it.
Dog,
Yes,
I was dying when I saw that shit. Dog. I was like, okay, all right, so this is what we're doing?
Exactly. Yes, Jake Paul, I'm sure he can fight. He's been training for months or whatever, but Woodley is a seasoned vet.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a seasoned boxer,
Yeah.
I would still take his boxing skills over Jake Paul's boxing skills, personally.
You know he wants.
But maybe I don't know nothing about.
You know
fight.
he wants to
Who
fight.
knows?
You know he wants to fight Canelo.
Who?
Jake.
Hey, why not?
You ever see those cartoons where somebody gets punched in the face and their face like sinks in? That's what Canelo's gonna do to him. It's gonna look like he sucked the lemon in his face.
Dog, listen. Let me tell you.
He wants to fight Canelo?
Jake-
Are you kidding me?
Jake do not want those problems.
Canelo will whoop Jake and Logan at the same time.
We're gonna have to. You know what? Here's the thing. As far as like
on.
really like testing his barriers and testing his limits, we're gonna have to really find out exactly like, like the next like actual professional fight because he wants to fight.
He wants to fight. What's his name?
He wants to fight his half brother.
His half-brother, okay.
Tyson Fury's half brother.
Yeah. That boy got reach.
Yeah, no, he's
God.
he's 22. He's young as fuck, and he's like 7-0 right now. So I think that can definitely happen.
What's his name? It's something Fury.
Can we look that
I
up?
want to say it starts with an
Please. I feel like Ricky Ricardo is like the analyst. Is like, God damn it, I gotta look this shit up again, motherfuckers. Y'all ain't got
But
no
no,
fucking
I
phones.
mean-
Shit.
I mean, nothing against Jake Paul. I'm sure he's trained for months and everything. He probably whooped me. I can't box. You know what I'm saying? But he's not gonna beat a professional boxer.
So, but okay, let's ask this question and let's move on. Who?
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury. There we go. Okay, look, is it
Sound like
good?
a superhero.
So, do you think all this stuff is actually good for the sport of boxing?
First of all, I think all these niggas sound like video game characters.
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury.
But
Mike Tyson never sounded like a fucking a video.
Hey.
hold on, easy.
Don't you
easy.
ever mention his name
Mike
in the same
Tyson-
hold
podcast
on.
as Jake
Mike
Paul.
Tyson's my
on.
And the
nigga.
rest of these motherfuckers.
Mike Tyson's
Hold
my
on.
dude.
Okay, just leave it at that.
Okay.
I don't even want to hear Mike Tyson's name again in this podcast. Don't ever disrespect the king like that. You
The
crazy?
entitlement.
He will run through that door. Like, I know Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you would actually. Wait, he has
No,
30.
for
Wait,
real.
he has 30 days to run through this door.
Tell them God block.
You see,
It's
Gents
an inside
Nation?
joke, guys.
It's
Inside
called
joke.
candidness or being candid.
Yeah.
Candidness.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Trey.
That's gonna bother me.
So does it help the sport of boxing? I think it does. Because look at us. What are we doing right now?
We're talking about it.
We're
Yep.
talking about it.
Good, great
and
point.
and we're hyping it up, and we can't wait to see this guy get knocked out. And we're being manipulated, like we're playing the game that he wants us to play, and I'm okay with that. This is gonna attract a lot of better fighters to the sport, I'm sure. It is going to bring some showmanship back to the sport, I'm sure. And I think that's good for any sport.
Yeah.
Because the sport's it's not even about the sport at the end of the day when you really think about it. But I'm not going to get into that.
It's about that money, honey.
It's about bread and circuses.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
Some boxers are not with it. I feel like I might get his name wrong. Gervonta Davis. Mm-hmm. That boy's lethal. But he had tweeted something other like about the fight, and he's clearly like, "Fuck this shit." You know what I'm saying? Like boxing is a real thing. Fuck
But
this
then when
Jake
you
Paul shit.
but here's the thing though. Here's the flip side. You say fuck that shit, right? Okay, of course I get that. But then don't get mad if your broke ass is out here not making any fucking money and not fucking be like. I understand there's integrity to it, but at the end of the day, it's like, hey, like the sport of boxing was actually on its way out, in my opinion, a little bit.
No, it was.
No, it was.
No, I was gonna say that's arguable.
Yeah,
you're right.
know?
That's arguable.
And it is what it is. But all these influencers are actually revitalizing it.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay.
Yo.
You know my problem with that
Really
sentence?
cool
It's
chins,
the word.
baby.
It's the word revitalize. That makes it seem like they're like
So you just want
it's
boxing,
organic.
but,
Like you know what I'm saying? It may seem like they plan to bring boxing.
but when
back.
is anything when it comes to entertainment organic?
Okay, damn it, man, you're right. What you want me to say?
No,
Shit.
I'm just saying. Like,
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to get, real tinfoil hat, all this is scripted.
Let's do it. I'm down.
All of this
We're
is
here.
scripted. Tinfoil hat is on right now. All this is scripted. Tom Brady is an alien. And Michael Jordan. No, all right. Sorry, this is it. There's a conspiracy that LeBron was literally made in a lab because nobody knows his dad. Nobody knows anything about his father at all, except his mom, I assume. But
Are you ready for this?
it's a stupid conspiracy theory. But
are you ready
I've
for
heard
this?
that
Are you ready
before.
for this? Are you ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Sorry, guys. We had
We had to take a call.
yeah, we had to take a call.
But yeah, back
that
to
actually be really cool though. Actually, put that out there. Sorry, guys, but
But no, back to the main point.
Yes, go ahead.
I kind of deviated.
yeah,
but
that's fine. That's fine.
you said the main point was is this helping boxing? Mm-hmm. I mean, in a way, yeah, it's helping boxing the same way selling drugs is helping the community. Drug dealer throwing turkeys out the back of the truck, but they still selling drugs to the same community. So it's they're helping. Like it's
True.
That's how I see it.
But you know what's not helping?
What's that?
These fucking hoes out here just wilding.
These hoes.
Yeah, these hoes.
Whoa.
Well, let's talk about it.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Let's talk
It
about
just
it.
Clicked.
Hey, she calls herself a hoe, so it is what it is.
No, I know.
She
That's
embraces
why-
this shit, okay? So
Yeah.
I'm not objectifying women, so it is what it is.
So who we talking about for the folks at home?
Britney Renner.
Britney Renner.
Who is she and what has she done? How does
So-
she make it to the podcast?
So recently she's been she's popular because she got impregnated by PJ Washington, right? That's his name. He plays basketball for the Hornets from North Carolina, I believe, or Duke, one of them. And she divorced him, and now he's paying alimony. Secretly.
Yeah, I
So
don't
wait, she secretly divorced him. She secretly divorced him.
Yeah.
With it, had his
Lit-
baby, secretly divorced him. Now he has to pay her, until the baby turns
Literally
18 or whatever.
before, I think it was like a year before. It was a year before, like they were gonna get like divorced, a year and a half. Like she planned this shit out.
Fuck a year before. It was years before that. Have you seen that video of her sitting in her car talking about doing this?
Okay, before we get into that,
Okay.
let's play the recent video right quick.
Okay.
Because I really want to dive into this because this is like we can actually like really joke around, but like we really need to have a serious conversation because there's a lot of men, a lot of young men out there that is just getting played.
You can say that again.
Getting played. What was the line that you said in the chat? Damn. What did you say? Damn. What did you say?
What did I say?
You said something very profound
Of,
and very niggerish.
I said bitches is ruthless, but
Bitches
niggas
is
are dumb.
ruthless, and niggas are dumb.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's,
All right,
It's the game.
listen to this.
to hear this, but stand your ground. It's sacred. So when you stand your ground, you stand in your truth. When you stand in your truth, you stand in your power. And when you stand in your power, come to a place where I've just accepted that my light is so bright that it causes all of the roaches to
Really
scatter
cool
in
Gents,
places they thought they
baby.
could hide. It's just me being me. It just causes such an uproar. Like, loving yourself is such a rebellious act these days, you know? But I'm here to tell you, I am so not sorry. I don't know who needs to hear this.
Okay.
Please go ahead because I'm
Bro,
I'm about to fucking lose it. No, I'm a fucking loser,
All right,
bro.
first of all, she is a real life, like comic book villain.
She's a villain to all of the fucking.
What else Jamaican say? She wicked. She wicked.
Wickedy,
Yo.
she too bad mind.
Now, all right. On one hand, like I was saying, the video she posted like probably years ago. She basically
2018.
said. She basically said, these sports niggas are dumb. These NBA niggas are dumb. You can trap them with a. She basically said that verbatim.
You can trap them because they do not wear condoms as it is.
Exactly. She said that verbatim. Now, on the other hand, I don't feel sorry for PJ Watson because you knew who she was, and you don't listen to enough Project Pat. You do not turn her into a housewife. It's someone who proudly says she's a hoe. That's the worst part. She put it out there for everybody to know, and he still fell for it.
The
Like,
homie
I understand how love works and everything.
The homie was 18 years old, bro. 18 years old while being preyed on, and you don't feel bad for him?
Okay, now I'm changing my tone because I didn't know
No,
he's
no,
18.
no.
I didn't know he's 18.
Really?
No, I didn't.
No, that's the whole
I
fucking
didn't.
premise of this whole thing, bro.
I didn't. I know that's happening with LaMelo.
He played. Well, that's a.
LaMelo's dating like an old ass porn star, I think, or some shit. Or you'll seen out with her. No, I didn't know PJ was 18. I apologize. I'm gonna change my tone.
He used to play for Kentucky, right?
Is it Kentucky?
Yeah, I believe it was Kentucky. Okay.
No, that's different. I did not know he was.
There is
18.
There. Damn, I kind of like low key want to call somebody.
Yeah,
right
Kentucky. He played for Kentucky.
I kind of
yeah.
want to.
He played for
I don't know
Kentucky.
if he's gonna answer or not, but so.
Damn, I had so many jokes locked and loaded. I didn't know he was 18. I feel bad now.
No,
My
no.
bad,
Oh, you
dog.
thought he was just a.
No, I thought he was a little older. I
No,
didn't know when he
bro.
left college.
See, now he's a victim.
Yes, he's 18. He's being
No,
preyed
he's
on.
not.
Britney Renner's.
How is he a victim? He's a man. He's a male. He's not a victim.
Oh, you're speaking sarcastically.
No,
Now. Okay.
I'm kind of am, but I'm kind of not at the same time. Men are not victims when it comes to the situation. They're not.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the narrative. Like, okay, we talking about the fact that he's 18 simply for the fact that if the roles were reversed,
Oh boy,
Talk
he
about
wouldn't
it.
have an
Tell
NBA
them.
if the
contract.
roles were reversed,
He wouldn't have an NBA contract. He would.
we would know
it would've
more
tore
about
him the fuck down already.
we would know more about the man in this situation. Like, he would be the story, not the woman.
I will tell you
Agreed.
this: it wouldn't take a fucking 2018 video to find out more about him.
You guys are raising very
Tell
good
them.
points.
Tell them not blocked.
You're raising very good points.
So, but other than having jokes and like talking and all that shit and like cracking whatever, like I really, really want to actually make like a actual like real fucking like lesson about this. Guys, men, young men out there, and I feel like I'm always talking to men like directly almost every episode. Bro, you really have to be careful with the company that you keep. The people around you, your circle, your OGs. If you are a person that is making a lot of money, is an athlete, your agent, your manager, your finance person, your security, like, bro, everything is really, really, really important, man. And I don't know, like, how can this fucking happen? Like that's what I need to know. How did this fucking happen? This would never would have happened if that was me, honestly. Like if I was on this side and in a circle.
Well,
Do we get too caught up with the fucking vagina? Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, all right. Well,
it's the money.
There's a lot of factors to it. Like, one is how you were raised. Personally, I was raised on that whole don't turn a hoe into a house and like not by my parents, obviously, by the block. You know what I'm saying? By my boys, like, yo, you don't wife her, da da da, and I always lived by that. But maybe PJ didn't have people like that around him. Like you said, it's your team, but at the end of the day, it's still up to you to make that decision. You can still have that team around you, and you know what I'm saying? You cannot take their advice, you can take it, but it's your decision at the end of the day. But then the whole juxtaposition of him being 18, like, I didn't know he was 18. I thought this happened yesterday because he's 23 now.
Well, he's 23. It's past
I thought this happened
years.
like,
nah, bro.
So she was preying on him since he was 18. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
And there's a lot of women out there that do prey on young men.
Wow, I did not read that. Wow.
When he was 18, he thought he was winning.
Yeah, because he had Britney Renner. She was hot. Sorry, all right, she's a good-looking girl, and she was hot on the internet because she was funny, and niggas wanted to fuck her. So she had the perfect combo.
She had clout.
Yeah,
So
she had mad clout.
It was good for him and all his 18-year-old buddies.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit,
you got that.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I look at you now. And I'm not just talking about him. I'm talking about all of y'all.
Now,
all of y'all young men.
Like, I just hope the same doesn't happen with LaMelo. And I honestly feel like it won't because his daddy don't play that shit.
Shouts out to LeVar.
Yeah,
Ball,
big shout out to LeVar.
The black father of the fucking century.
Yeah, he's
I love that man, dog.
He's a basketball version of Serena Venus's father.
Bro, that man, like
Richard Williams, that's his name.
You talk about a person that just protects like his household and protects his boys
unapologetically. As you should. As
maybe PJ Washington did not have a father figure in his life.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. Maybe I don't know. I'm just trying to like get this to a point where like we can actually make this a teaching lesson because I feel like we definitely do have like a lot of young men that actually do listen to us, and it's very, very important. Any person who's like in a position of power. Anybody like that whatsoever, like we have to be very, very careful and to see how we can guide them, how we can nurture them as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Everybody, even if you're not the person that's making all the money, but you are actually responsible for the person that is making the money. And if you don't, really protect the gold can be taken from anyone. And this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And you got to take these lessons from people that played the game, right? Because I say this all the time. The game is the same, but the rules ain't the same for everybody.
Tell them!
And
Tell them, God!
If you haven't lived this shit, if you haven't walked that path, then you don't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. But it's really people out here that have walked that path, that have lived that life, and we'll save you a lot of the heartache. Like, it don't got to be that difficult.
Definitely.
It's cheat codes out here. Holla at us.
I thought you were the type of person that you didn't try to give out too much game.
Well, not like publicly,
Yeah, okay. DM for the game.
Yeah, DM for the free game.
I got you. Shit's crazy, man. Shit is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I feel for that young brother because he's over here tweeting shit like, MySpace quote type shit like, don't give your best self to someone who doesn't love you. Shit like that. I'm like, oh, PJ, this nigga's down bad. Like,
he's acting his age though. Like
that is also true.
This whole time he's been doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing at this time in his life. It just sucks because life ain't set up for 18 and 23-year-olds with that much bread.
Yeah.
Thank God he's in the NBA. Thank
God. And that's another thing too. The how much he's paying or whatever is apparently is not real. Like he's not paying $200,000 a year, $54 million for the next 18 years.
Oh, I don't even know how much he's
Nah.
What's he paying?
I've never seen a figure.
I mean, I've heard he's
200,000 a year is crazy, even if that was real.
So number one, his contract is not even that. Number one, and like he needs to be working literally for the next fucking 20 years to be fucking paying just that. So no, when the sources came out when it comes to, I'm starting like damn it, damn, got you, man, got you. Huh?
It says that they has reportedly been ordered to pay his ex, Britney Renner, $200,000.
So that shit is real. Oh my Lord.
200,000 a month?
A month.
Is that
A
real?
month. Per 30 days.
PJ said on his gram that's cap.
Okay, I mean, who else would know but him?
I would have said it too.
Okay.
No, but all right, but think about it. Why would he lie about that?
Why wouldn't he?
He's a public figure. We're gonna find out anyway. Why would he lie?
Because he's 23.
You're really stuck on this age shit.
A certain amount, but they don't get it.
Maybe that's how much he asked for, and you know how propaganda and rumors go. Maybe she asked for 200 racks a month, which is like I don't even think you need that much money if you have quadruplets or sextuplets or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
I don't have a child,
what are you
so
doing with $200,000 a year? I mean, $200,000 a month. What are you doing?
You're eating out for every meal every day.
Listen, that's an operating budget for a company.
That's nuts, bro. That is fucking nuts. 200 racks a month? He doesn't make that much, dog. He just got in the league.
Hey, can you look up
That's nuts.
PJ Washington's contract real quick, please? Like what he's making right now?
That is nuts.
Because and
I hope
then we're gonna get out of this because like we're spending way too much time on this.
I hope an NBA owner like gives him a contract out of pity. Like, look, I know what you're going through, dog. You don't even gotta play. Just I got you. Like that's fuck.
Nah, but guess what?
racks
The
a month.
agent needs to fucking pay that shit too.
So it says PJ Washington signed a 4-year, $12 million. Well, you can say, $12,100,000 contract with the Charlotte Hornets, including the 12 million, 100,000 is guaranteed.
Okay.
Annual average salary of $3 million.
A year.
So she's taking all of it, basically.
Okay, I'm not a math whiz. What's 200,000 times 12?
Yo, Jordan,
A lot.
Shit me, shit me, nigga.
Shit, me.
So 200,000 times 12 is holy shit. Is that number correct?
It's a whole lot more than it needs to be.
2.4 million? That's fucking nuts.
But where are you getting that much? Where are you? I need to know like the audacity of like you coming up with those divorce settlements or whatever, knowing how much money that your man's is making. You know what? I'm going to 20x that shit, and I'm gonna get $54 million out of the next 18 years out of you. But hey, man, you can't knock the hustle, man. It is what it is. What it is.
Yeah, I feel
That
like
is
child
crazy.
support should be capped.
Well, I don't know, but like, isn't it? It's not.
Cap.
Nah,
It's 200,000 to cap.
It's a floating number. It floats with your income.
So what's the percentage?
Oh, okay.
So what's the percentage? It's like 20-30% of your income.
I don't know, but I don't think it should float with your income. I think once you reach a certain income bracket, like how much more money does your kid need?
Wow. That's a hilarious statement.
It's a serious question.
Well. Okay, so the average money or the average amount that a child needs from 0 to 18 years old is around $500,000. That's the average.
A year?
No, in
Oh.
total.
Oh, total.
Yeah, $500,000. $500,000
From 0 to 18.
from 0 to 18. Yeah,
That's nuts. That's a lot of money, but damn.
which is like 30, 40 grand a year, maybe, give or take.
Damn, kids are expensive.
Yes.
Oh, he said,
Gotta be careful, man.
hold
Yo, Jordan, please don't do that. Don't do that, Jordan.
Hey, a
Like-
$12 purchase can, you can dodge 500 racks.
Yo, for real.
Wow.
That's actually not that much. It's like $28,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
But we're talking about like being very like modest.
It's like a Burger King manager.
We're being
So-
very, very modest.
So it's like
Yeah.
$2,300 a month.
And then, God forbid, your child has something like asthma or some shit.
Yeah,
you
shit
gotta
happens.
spend that extra medical.
Yeah.
Damn,
Bro, I mean, I'm pretty sure with you, with your new child, like you've been spending a lot more than you anticipated.
Yeah, and that's a choice. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean he costs that much. That means I cost that much because this is what I want to spend on him.
Oh, okay, got you. How old is he again?
He's about to be 9 months.
Oh, okay.
God damn, he's about to be a year.
It's crazy, right? So
Fuck.
I don't feel like capping it. So right now, if $500,000 over the course of 18 years, that comes down to
You said about 28,000 a year.
$28,000 a year.
so it's $2,315 a month.
$2,315 a month.
That sounds
that's about
that
right.
sounds reason. I mean,
I mean, from what I've seen, because I don't have any children.
well, Trey's the only one that has kids
Yeah.
here, so he would
I
know
mean,
the best.
that's just average over the course of a lifetime. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, regardless of how much money I make or some random person makes, like, would it be weird to cap it at 10 grand a month? Would it be weird? Would I be weird saying, okay, it only takes $10,000 to raise a child? This
Well,
month?
a lot of women feel like they deserve that money too because of what they've gone through and the reason for the divorce. So, yeah, you're paying for the child and you're paying for the suffering.
So
that I
the
went through and all that.
$200K, that's alimony or child support?
I don't know.
Probably both.
It has to be both.
Probably
That's a
both.
lot of money.
No, that better
It's
not
just-
be. That bet. No, I swear to God, that better not
What's
be.
that
I'm
website?
reading. I'm just saying when I see it could be false.
Is it a legit website? What's the feel of the website?
Like both parents is about 5%. A father, it's about like 9 to 12% of your gross income per year.
Oh, damn.
Duh. You know what the crazy part is, bro? We as men, we get literally like the shit end and the shit end of the stick when it comes to like just getting shafted as far as like sorry.
No, it's just this whole
No,
the
just
description
yeah,
is
just
funny.
shafted as far as like, yeah, man, just fucking just R word, just fucking just taken advantage of when it comes to that end, but then we have no fucking rights when it comes to keeping or getting rid of the child.
Ooh, you going into the
Yes, I'm
swamp
going.
now.
Yes. No, I am. No, think about it. Like, really, let's assess it.
That's
We are. Sorry for cutting you off. We are completely responsible because we did the time, right? We're the ones that did that. We impregnated you, right? But then, when it comes to actually making the choice, right, we have zero rights when it comes to that. Like, you see how unfair it is, and how lopsided it is.
I mean, on the surface,
On the surface, it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm
I
not
mean,
taking.
it's on the surface, at the core. Like, what
Everything.
are you talking about? So
Everything.
So for 9 months, you have 100% of the rights.
Yes. Yes.
And then for the next 18 years, you have 50% of the responsibility. How? How?
that's a good fucking point.
How?
It don't make no fucking sense.
Oh. No, I really want someone to explain that. That's true, though. Once again, I don't have any kids, but on the surface, that's true. That's just common sense. Like this. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Like, it's like,
Go
you
ahead.
can't tell me whether to keep this baby or not. All right, you end up keeping it. But now I don't have a choice whether to pay to worry about this baby. Like Chappelle said in one of his singles, like, yeah, I support abortion. I don't know if I can say the word on the podcast, but yeah, I support abortion. But I feel like men should have the choice to not want to pay for that baby. Like, if you have that choice, I should have this choice. And of course, he's a comedian, said it in jest, but that's pretty serious. That makes a lot of sense, does it not? Am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping.
No.
It actually
Like-
makes sense.
No, it doesn't. No. But we're men, and nobody gives a fuck about our opinions and what we think,
Except,
except
Your
when
boys.
except when it's convenient.
yeah.
But that's how the law works, right? It's not designed to really, really achieve justice. It's really designed to create the appearance of fairness.
Ooh.
And that's what's happening with child support laws and a lot of family court laws in general. It's all about the appearance of fairness. And this is where the patriarchy really starts to express itself in the court rulings and in the laws that are being written. Because it's not, there's no 50-50 input on the laws. It's like 90% men writing these laws.
90% written by men, but they're mainly for women when it comes to reproduction.
Women win when it comes to reproduction because that's the world that the men that are running for office want to sell us.
So it's all a ploy.
It's all a ploy.
And honestly, I'm in that percentage of people that believe they don't give a fuck about anyone in actuality, man or woman or child, and they're just doing whatever benefits. Whatever's like, they say about Abraham Lincoln. He didn't free the slaves because, according to, he didn't free the slaves because he thought slavery was bad.
That he cared about black people.
Exactly. Free the slaves because it had to be done for, I'm drawing a blank, I'm butchering it, but that's the point I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about the government. They don't really give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly feel that way. Man, woman, child, dog, cat, whatever. They're just going to do whatever they have to do to keep this country going, to keep the rules in place, to keep shit going. And if that means legalizing abortion or making it illegal or making legal for the man to say whatever they have to do to forward their shit, they're going to do.
Are you guys pro-choice or pro-life?
Personally, I'm pro-life because I'm Christian, so I'm pro-life.
Okay.
And I don't have a problem with pro-choice. Like, I'm not going to be like Westboro Baptist Church. I'm not going to hold up signs and say, you're going to hell. Like, I'm not that guy.
Yeah,
but I'm pro-life.
I feel like by definition, pro-life has to have a problem with pro-choice. Because I consider myself pro-choice. And
so you want to fight? Is that what it is?
Let's do it.
Yo, square up then.
Come on, man.
Square up then, cuz.
Yo, Trey has been trying to square up on the fucking pod for
the longest.
Since episode 1.
Yo, you low-key threatened me last week.
When?
Who, Marvel or me?
When? Who did? Me? How? When did I do that?
Okay. Don't act like you so innocent.
Remember
I
when
don't know what he's
when?
talking
This nigga
about.
said I was going to get fucking worked.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. No, I forgot the context.
Stop. When was this?
I forgot the context,
When
but
was
you
this?
did say that comment.
When did I do this?
I forgot when.
I don't remember the subject either.
No, Marvel can't drink anymore. That's what it is.
Yeah, for real.
When did I say that?
That was last week.
I remember you saying
Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember that shit? Oh, now y'all
getting worked.
niggas don't remember. Now niggas have amnesia. Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
I just mostly remember
Fuck all y'all. Huh?
That's such an aggressive phrase, like you're getting worked. You know what I'm saying?
He
That's
said
the only reason I
fucking
remember
worked.
it.
Fucking worked is what he said. And he said, everybody stop. Hold on. First of all,
Not to mention that I was just being bombarded and just being fucking just pummeled by fucking 3 Jamaicans last week. So we just not gonna talk about that.
I
And
mean,
I was the only outsider. Well, we have a Haitian here and we have another Jamaican here. So
Oh, yeah,
you know what
we
I'm saying?
still
Just
do?
like, you know, huh?
yeah, George
You not
Jamaican.
Asian?
Yeah.
Where are you?
yeah,
George Jamaican.
Huh?
we are
Still
there.
outnumbered.
My apologies.
But
Yeah.
Rah, rah.
See, man. We need to go back to the archives when it comes to that. But all right, what were we talking about?
We're talking about pro-life and pro-choice.
Okay. Okay. So for me, man, I am pro-choice up until a certain point because it's not necessarily considered a human being before the first trimester. So, like, scientifically speaking.
it's considered a human being. It's not considered a person.
Yes, that's what it is.
Two different things.
Please explain that. I thought it being a zygote is not necessarily, it's not a human. It's not like the first week and then the first trimester, the first 3 months. After that, then it is considered. So there is a difference between being a human and being a person.
Yeah. So
Isn't that what the what's it called the heartbeat bill or something like? Heartbeat, something.
Once it-
Nah,
once
the,
it-
heart,
what that
the heartbeat
deals
was
with?
something else.
Once
Okay,
it has a
okay,
heartbeat,
that's
then
what
it's
I'm making
considered a person.
No, but let Trey explain the
go
whole
ahead.
person
Yeah,
and
go
human
ahead.
being.
Sorry, Trey.
thing.
Go ahead.
So the human qualification. First of all, if it's two words that describe the same thing, I promise you they don't mean the same thing,
Okay.
right? Because you could say, "Oh, my boy," and "my nigga," and "my black person." Like, it doesn't mean the same thing. Okay, you're describing different qualities of the subject. So when you're talking about, okay, this is a human being, you're talking about the purely physical characteristics, the physical qualities of a human being. But when you're saying, okay, it's a person, when it's a person, you don't say it anymore. When it's a person, you start to say things like his or her, because you're ascribing different qualities to it. You're ascribing a certain level of agency over that thing.
Okay.
You're ascribing rights to that thing. And when you're getting into that argument, when you're digging into those weeds, you have to look back and consider, okay, what are the qualities of a human being that make a human being transcend to the level of a person?
Keep going.
And the personhood argument is that, okay, all the things that gave us human rights, all the qualities that make us special, all the things that separate us from the animals, those things don't even appear until way later in your developmental process. So before that point, you're not talking about a person, you're talking about a human.
So what comes first, the human or the person?
The human comes first.
The human
and
comes
then
first,
The
and then
person
after that-
develops. The person develops from the human.
But so I've heard that argument before. But so okay. I don't want to butcher like how this goes. If two dogs mate and one of them gets pregnant, what are they going to give birth to? What is the dog going to give birth to?
A dog.
If two cats mate and one of the cats gets pregnant, what is a cat going to give birth to?
A cat.
So we know this from conception that two cats make a cat, correct?
Okay.
And two, would you say the same thing for humans? Two
Yeah.
humans mate,
A
and they're going to
human.
make a human.
A human, yeah.
Yeah.
So why does it need to go to the whole personhood shit? Like, you know that conception will make a human. Like, they say, oh, it's not considered. That's the key word, the whole consider thing. Like, you know what's going to come from this process, a human. So from conception onto birth, they're still human, correct?
Correct.
So like that's one of the arguments I bring to pro-choice people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once again, if I'm not making sense, let me know.
Nah, it does make sense, but so here's the thing that I look at. Like, let's do this little thought exercise for fun, right?
Of course.
So
I love
let's say
Niggas gotta think. Goddamn.
let's say we in the future, right? And Joe Maddox is here. And Joe Maddox's brain got scanned, and now we switched his whole mind power, his whole personality, his whole consciousness is now somewhere else. But his body is still here. Now, the body is basically it's just meat, it's just flesh. Does that body have rights? Should that body have rights?
No.
Why not?
No.
No, why not? Why not?
Because that body is not necessarily representing you. You as, oh shit. You as
There's
the person.
also
You as the
another
person.
example.
No, you as the person.
There's
Is-
also-
no. Wait. My fucking brain just fucking exploded. You as the.
Yo, this nigga's having an epiphany right now.
So
Okay.
so we just transferred your consciousness to a different thing, to an artificial vessel or whatever, or another to a cloned body. So now they both have rights?
No.
Okay, you're
No.
working on hypotheticals. You're working on ifs. But I'm going to entertain it for the sake of the argument.
The Matrix is real.
That's a whole nother argument, Marvel.
Oh, sorry.
You're right, though.
Sorry.
But that's a whole nother argument. Now, once again, like I watch videos, and I have a family member that I speak to about pro-life, pro-choice type stuff, and I see a lot of examples. Once again, that whole taking your consciousness from your body. Do you know that there's when you're sleeping, when you go into REM, you're not technically there. You may be breathing and everything, but you're sleeping, and you're not the regular human that everyone knows. You're not walking around talking, being Marvel, being Trey. Do you take away rights from that type of person? Do you pull the plug on every person in the world that's in a coma right now that might not recover?
No, but you pull the plug on some.
Yeah, but that's after decisions. Like, it's not just like, all right, I'm poking him with a stick, he's not moving, let's pull the plug. No, it's after decisions. It's after medical evaluations, several extensive, intensive medical evaluations. Like I assume so, where they say this person is, we cannot recover them. They're gone. There's nowhere they're going to ever wake up. Then you pull the plug. That's obviously different.
But they don't know that.
Of course, they don't know that. But does that make it even any better? Just because they don't... Yeah, that baby don't know that they're about to get gutted and pulled out of their mama's stomach.
The baby doesn't know anything. It doesn't have the capacity to know anything.
That's not their fault.
It's
they
not
didn't
their
ask
fault.
to be here. None of us asked to be here.
But how can it be something's fault if the thing doesn't have agency? That's like, it's not the tree's fault that it fell on my car and my family died. Like, it's benign. It's not innocent. All right, so they're innocent and guilty. Like fault and no fault, like that's on a spectrum of a thing that has the capacity to become guilty or the capacity to remain innocent.
You're
like,
right.
It hasn't developed those qualities yet. So the proper terminology to describe it is benign, not innocent.
But can it develop those qualities? If you do not abort it, can it not develop those qualities? Possibly.
Yes, absolutely. It will develop those qualities.
Then. So why not treat it as such?
Because we're not.
If you agree that it's going to develop,
because
that
we are
and
not.
get to
Because
that,
we are not in a world of potential or maybes or hypotheticals.
It's not there
we were
yet.
all potentials. We were all maybes
Until we weren't.
Yeah.
And why is that warrant? I'm gonna take your warrant. Why is that warrant an action that you have to take? If we were not supposed to be here, it would have been something on fate, on some. Our parents, didn't end up on the same train or the same bus or the same area, and they didn't mate and make us. Mm-hmm. Now, if it already happens, this is not something by fate. This is a choice you're making to, I don't want to keep using the word abort, but this is a choice you're making to abort this pregnancy. It's not like something happenstance would be, God forbid, a pregnant woman dying in a car accident, or a pregnant woman dying, or something happened. I've heard of, miscarriages. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? That's something that happens out of the blue. Yeah. But an abortion is a choice you make. So you want to talk about potential? You even give a chance to have potential,
but
by choice.
But that's the loophole.
A loophole?
Like you didn't. You never gave it a chance to turn into something that would stop you from taking that action.
Yeah, and you know what?
That's what I'm saying. You never gave it a chance.
And here's another thing too. Another thing too is by chance that I know for sure that my fucking speaker did not fucking move.
I moved it, but there's a coaster there. I put a coaster. Yeah, don't worry. I go.
I'm like, what is this black fucking figure that's right next to my fucking couch?
I go disrespect the woofer like that.
All right, cool. All right, never mind.
Another example.
Carry on.
Another example. So, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Watchers, correct me if I'm wrong. From conception to like 1 or 2 years old, I believe children have like the same brain development or something like that. So, if I have a 2-year-old and I decide, you know what, I don't want to be a father anymore. My girlfriend doesn't want to be a mother. Let's kill this 2-year-old and get it over with. Why is that different from aborting a child? When they're the same.
You trying to do that?
I'm not trying to do nothing. It's the facts. You brought up science.
Okay.
Scientifically, they're the same.
You are absolutely right.
All right,
I
then.
support you on that.
I don't.
Philosophically speaking, you are logically consistent
But you will be charged with murder.
You will be charged
in the first degree if you do that.
You will be
but
charged
not if you abort
with
a baby.
You will be charged with murder. And if I kill a woman who is 2 weeks pregnant, I will be charged with double murder. With double murder. It doesn't mean that it's a person. It means the politicians.
Why is murder being attributed to if it's not a person?
Because it's politically expedient.
Oh, God.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's exactly what it boils down to. And yes, philosophically speaking, to be logically consistent, yes, aborting a 2-year-old is no different from aborting
Deporting.
aborting a zygote. But
I'm glad you said that.
But that is a little too much.
No,
for us.
it's not.
Hold on.
It's
hold on.
You can't say it's the same thing and then say it's too much.
Hold on.
You can't have your cake and eat it too, dog.
It's a little too much for us to stomach. Because when we look at it and when we interact with it, like the emotions that are evoked are not the same as when we look at an ultrasound.
Okay.
But
that's something I can't speak on.
But
did you feel that way? Your son is 9 months now. Do you feel like there was a different feeling from when you're holding him now as 9 months to when you saw him on the ultrasound?
Oh, 100%. Ultrasound was like, oh man, that's cool. And now it's like
we here.
Now it's like we here.
That was the answer I expected. I assume so because you're actually holding your son, and I understand that. That makes all the sense in the world.
And you know, full disclosure, this is an emotional reaction. This is an emotional decision that I'm making. It's not a rational one.
Okay, that's true.
And I can separate. I can separate my emotions from my rational, logical thoughts. Like logically speaking, yes, I could still technically abort him, and it would not rise to the same philosophical level as me aborting. Well, that's not abortion anymore. So it's like murdering
capital murder
a full-grown person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we have to draw the line somewhere, and we rather err on the side of caution, which is why like they draw the line after birth. Mm-hmm. That's out of an abundance of caution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because a lot of people, like pro-life people think life starts at conception because there's one or two things that's gonna happen after. I'm trying not to use a derogatory term. When you mate with someone and you
fornication.
No, I was trying to find another term for nutting in a girl.
Nutting in a girl.
Yes. So when you do that, one or two things are gonna happen. She's gonna get pregnant, and 9 months later she's gonna have a baby, or she's not. That's it. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All right then. So where's the argument? Like, you know what's gonna happen if this takes place. So the whole personship and human and blah blah. You know what it is. You're not gonna give birth to a watermelon. You didn't impregnate your wife thinking you give birth to a strawberry. No, you know you're gonna give birth to a human because you're both humans, and humans give birth to humans.
Yeah, but
you know what's going to happen. Even if the baby is born with some defects, God forbid, they're still human. They still have rights.
But see, I didn't want to have a human. I wanted to have a son. I wanted to have a family. See, this is referring to the relationship that develops between me and the thing that I just had. Like if it was just about having a human, if it was just about breeding, like then we'd be talking about livestock, but we're not.
Okay, I did take away the humanness from it. Don't take my words that way. I do apologize.
So and that's the thing with like a lot of the like the pro-life schools of thought. Mm-hmm. Not that I have anything against the pro-life position, but the rationale tends to be like really muddied in terms of like just conflating the emotional side with the biological side. And that's why I really got to be careful. And if I follow my rational mind, it's like, okay, I can't come to a decision other than, you know, respect everybody else's right to make their own decisions.
Yeah, that's true.
But again, you know, I'm pro-choice, and I just had a kid, and I don't regret it. Like I love my kid.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course, there's not. Like, you know, like we was all kids. But
and oh, by the way, before we get off this topic, fuck you, Margaret Sanger. She's a lady that founded Planned Parenthood, which was specifically found to abort black babies specifically. This is not a conspiracy. You can look that up.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck her. I hope she's rotting.
Yep.
But
Suck a dick with AIDS on the tip.
Oh, Trey, I'm glad we can have that discussion with opposing opinions. Don't leave me hanging. Appreciate it. Because
Look at that, man. Fucking
anytime I get into a discussion with a pro-choice person, oh, you controlling women's bodies, you's a dickhead, you're a goofball. Like, I'm just trying to have a discussion. You calling me names. You know
two Jamaicans having opposing opinions? Oh shit. It's fucking possible.
Hey, reach over, press the button. Press the blood clot button.
Don't fucking touch my shit.
Press it. Press it.
Tell them blood clot.
You're not Tati, so you're good.
This is the only podcast where we can talk about abortion and laughed right after.
Yeah, word. No, definitely.
Shout out to us surviving the third rail.
Huh?
Was that a New York reference?
I don't know.
The third rail?
Third
Like,
rail?
okay, so-
no, ain't nobody getting railed, dog. What are you talking about, dog? That
Wow.
shit's crazy.
Okay, so you're
That's
gonna
like
take
the
it
third
there.
podcast
Yeah.
in a row.
That's what we're gonna take it.
Okay, third rail. Go ahead. Third rail. What was that? We mean
The third rail is the one that powers the subway. That's the one that electrifies the entire train. And if you step on the third rail, you get electrocuted. You die.
I heard if you piss on it too. Like
Yeah,
pissing
yeah,
on the
it's
third
a-
rail, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
might
it's
as well.
like a connection?
Same thing. Yeah.
Oh, word.
So when they say like, "Oh, we're not gonna talk about that," that's the third rail.
Oh.
Got you. Okay.
Stay away from that one.
Nah, yeah. No, we fuck with the third rail all day.
But listen, y'all, we trying to grow. Like we're
Yeah.
really trying to learn stuff, and I'm not trying to be right.
Well, you see
I'm
me
not trying to win.
shutting the fuck up when y'all niggas is talking. I was like, yeah, I learned a whole bunch of shit. Honestly.
Yeah,
Plus, I didn't really have anything to say.
And don't
I'm
ever
drinking
act
more,
like you
so.
can't learn anything either. Nobody knows everything. It's always great to learn shit.
Bro, it's always a positive thing, man, when you actually, delve into newer realms, newer territories. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't necessarily think it's probably maybe like not a newer space, but I kind of want to highlight this before we leave because I feel like one of the undertones that we have on this pod is about mental health. And I want to shout out the company of Nike
Okay.
for
Kind of decked out in Nike right now.
oh, shout out to Nike. Giving the y'all niggas done. Y'all just can't help yourself, dog. It's an hour or 24 minutes, dog. Please, come on.
damn, you're right.
Jamaican ass niggas. But giving their employees a week break for mental health.
Wow.
I think that's dope. I think that's really, really fucking dope. And that's just something I just want to just highlight, man.
I should have worked for Nike.
I mean,
Did I tell you my situation with my job?
not yet. You kind of like spoke about it a little bit on Twitter.
I spoke about it.
Yeah,
So about a month ago, I did have a mental health episode, and long story short, I missed some days of work, and when I got back to work, I told them what's going on. I even told them that I'd take a couple days off, try to gather myself. I'm not feeling a certain way, and they fired me because of attendance. And they even mentioned when they were firing me, like, I know you're going through that. I hope you get through it, but we have to part ways. I'm like, damn, okay. The game is the game. Y'all got a company to run. I understand. Do your thing, but I guess I should have got hired at Nike.
Can there
instead.
be any type of legal action that can be pursued?
I was thinking that, but I don't think so because I did violate the attendance policy. But the
that's how they
reason
get
I
you.
Violated it
Is because of your mental health.
exactly. It wasn't, I was going on trips or
you
anything.
just said fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a job I liked. I liked my bosses. I liked my coworkers. I liked what I did. It was easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was good pay. And, that's what I was thinking. Like, why would you think I would take days off on purpose from this easy ass job? Like,
Yeah, facts.
I'm like, I wouldn't tell you about my mental health if it wasn't that serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't do that with jobs. Like, I don't tell my job anything unless I want them to know specifically. Like, I'm going through this, and it might affect my work, so you have to know this.
Yeah.
That's how I approached it. Anything else, you'll never know about. I'll just clock in and deal with it. But, we human at the end of the day. Everybody has their limit. And I reached my limit in, my former job, not going to say who they are.
Bro, it's
They feel the same way.
Nah, man. And you know what? I'm glad you're here, man. Like for
Thank
real,
you. I appreciate
on
that,
some
man.
real shit.
I appreciate those words. Real talk.
Man, it's one of the things I want to say is that for some reason in this climate that we're in, and maybe because it's because of COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-21, pandemic, all that shit. Hurricane Ida. Oh, that's another thing. Yo, real quick, man. Just my prayers and everybody else too, and just my support to everybody that's going through it right now in Louisiana for Hurricane Ida. What's really fucking crazy, man, that it was August 29th, Hurricane Ida hit the same exact spot of Hurricane Katrina on the same day.
You're kidding me.
August 29th. Same spot. Yeah.
Katrina was what, 16 years ago? 2005.
About yes.
Well,
yes.
2004, yeah.
Yeah, around then.
That was 05.
05?
05?
05? Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts, dog.
Which, can also play upon when it comes to harp and all that shit. But you know what? We're not doing that. I'm not doing that.
No,
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
What we can bring up is the terrible infrastructure that America has in place in certain cities.
Yes, for
Like after Katrina?
for certain reasons. But I'm not really trying to do that.
No, I see where you're going.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
don't even
trying
have
to
to bring it up. But
Yeah,
after
I'm not
Katrina,
I don't see where he's going. I want to know.
Post pod. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because
is it the G word? Is that what you
yes,
bring up?
yes,
Okay, good.
yes.
Okay, we
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
same.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
my nigga, what? Come
Okay,
on,
good.
son.
Tell them.
We're on the
So-
same play.
Tell them
But
God, Clark.
personally, I'm not in government. I don't know how that shit works. But after Katrina, another Katrina should never happen again. You should put in.
But there's a reason why. There's a reason why another Katrina, which is Ida, has happened again.
No, I know. Yeah,
Just
it's
saying.
unfortunate, but
The
fuck,
harp is real, dog. Y'all niggas know about harp?
What is harp?
weather machine.
After the pod. I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm willing to go through
That side was. I'm sick of these
Yeah.
conspiracy theories. That's what
it's
that side
crazy.
was.
A conspiracy theory that hurricanes, natural disasters are actually man-made, and HARP is actually one of the companies that do host these natural disasters.
Hosting.
Yes,
AKA weather machine.
yes.
This is a weather machine.
We're gonna host this year's hurricane.
Louisiana with all the shit that they went through, Texas, Haiti, all those shits are fucking aligned.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's just a conspiracy theory.
It's just, bro.
Not to minimize, the tragedy.
Yeah, for real. Like, shout out, like for real. Like,
Yeah.
my condolences to everybody that lost their lives on that. We're not trying to trivialize anything.
Exactly.
But isn't it just kind of crazy, kind of funny? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. That hurricanes that do occur always happen at the same time, or like the same blocks of time, and like the same like arc as well too, that it happens within the Atlantic and it goes like, isn't that kind of crazy? Like,
I mean, if
It's crazy when weather patterns are patterns.
yeah, but when weather patterns are patterns in a certain way that they are patterns though, that's all I'm trying to say. And it hits the same exact spot, the same exact way, all the fucking time, around the same time. Just saying. It's just so crazy. If it was such a natural disaster, right? Why wouldn't it happen any other time throughout the year?
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I go.
why? Why? I mean, come on. Why does it happen?
A meteorologist can tell you.
I'm just saying. Okay.
A meteorologist can
Yeah,
tell
maybe
you.
it
There
doesn't have to-
is a
maybe
reason.
it doesn't have to do with like conspiracy theories or whatever. But listen, real quick, we kind of got off the topic when it comes to Nike because I definitely wanted to shout out them. With,
Oh, damn, you're right. We did
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about
We
it.
said fuck Nike. You know what I'm saying? Them actually doing a damn thing, a good thing, and then we
For
just
real.
said fuck them. But it's I don't know what it is, man. But in this day and age, we're actually, a lot of people are really experiencing a lot of like mental anguish more than usual, which is really, really alarming for me. Like, I know a few people that are just kind of just going through things right now. And like I said, it might be the result of the pandemic, COVID-19. Hearts and minds and mentalities are like extremely heavy right now. And I just wanted to highlight that. I've had so many people, not so many people, but good amount of people that are just going through mental anguish right now. One person told me yeah, you know what? I'm one of these days I'm gonna really tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, man, you gotta just love and be supported from afar. And at times, even though this is really, really hurtful to say, and it's damn, this is not really the type of person I am. Sometimes helping people too much, or pushing people to help people, or pushing to help people too much, can actually be an extreme detriment.
That's true.
So loving from afar, is very, very important, to the point where, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I know a few people like that right now. And sometimes helping people the most is not helping them at all.
Yeah, that's true, because certain things I've heard from, therapists and everything, we have to go through ourselves. We have to work it through with ourselves. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with, finding support from other people, but certain things like you said, it's just a detriment, because it's certain decisions you have to make on your own without any outside influence, to make sure, it's organic and authentic, You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make decisions oh, so-and-so said something and all that. No, it has to come from you after you evaluate yourself and, find yourself, or whatever you call it, and, go through the motions and everything. Another friend of mine, I'm not going to say her name, but she recently went through something. People were checking up on her, and it was a detriment to her because it was kind of fake. People weren't hitting her up to see if she was all right. People were hitting her up if she was all right so she can do something for them. Not just to say, oh, you good? All right. It's awesome. You good? All right, I'm gonna come through. I need, you know what I'm saying? That's mad fake. That's whack as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people, reject a lot of help and reject a lot of support and everything, because they can't really decipher whether it's real or fake. But certain things you have to go through yourself, because you have to make that decision. Nobody else can make certain decisions for you.
And that's a crucial part of your development. Sometimes you're robbing people of the opportunity to grow and become more than what they were by interjecting and trying to carry this weight for them. Sometimes they just got to go through it. And it sucks, but, it is what it is. That's how we all become who we are. And it's cool to let somebody know that, hey, man, I got you, but I'm gonna take a back seat this time. Yeah. I'm gonna let you handle this on your own. Now you're in my thoughts, you're in my prayers, but this is not something that I can navigate
really
for
cool
you.
Gents,
I can be here for you, but I can't navigate it for you. I can't take this journey for you.
Mm-hmm. Like people say, just listen to your friends sometimes. I know personally, I always try to empathize. My friends are like, oh, I'm going through this and the third. Oh, I went through this and the third too. Sometimes they don't want to hear that. Sometimes they just want you to shut up and listen to them. Don't not be a therapist, but just listen to them. Let them vent. Let them empty themselves. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to share your personal experience all the time. You know what I'm saying?
But and if they don't want to share it, it's
don't
okay.
Pry.
Yeah.
Don't force it out of them. Oh, I'm not ready.
That's my problem.
Cool.
That's my problem. I think that is my problem, because I love to help. I love to empower. I love to just have people just unload their thoughts and their feelings, and for me to be able to assist them. But sometimes that can definitely be a backfire, and that can definitely be a counter to what they need. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yo, I'm the complete opposite. I'm so funny with it. I'm one of the most caring people that I know, but when I'm considering the way that I've attempted to help the people around me in my past, it's always oh, okay, that's what you're going through, yo. That's crazy. I really feel for you. And here's the problem in you. So if you just tweak this thing right here, then you're gonna envision this whole situation completely different, and then you're never gonna go through this again. I'm that's the approach that I always tend to take. And
it's a natural thing for us to want to help, or at least try.
like, but I'm trying to fix you. I'm not trying to fix your situation. I'm trying to fix you.
Yeah.
And
You're gonna say what you think is the best thing, and it's always, and most of the time, it's always based off your stuff. Like, oh, I was going through depression too, and I was going through it. I did this, but it's different strokes for different folks. That was an old ass term, but damn, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, facts.
niggas is aging low key right here on the pod.
Niggas about
I
to
got
be
like
fucking-
5 grades. You can't see it on the
niggas
4K
about to be-
camera.
Niggas about to be 40 and shit.
Who's about to be?
Who's about who's about to be 40?
About, what? Like what?
Who's
Like
about to be 40?
5, 6 years.
I turned 33 in less than a week.
All right. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here, even though this is my own place.
Well, you got 30 days.
Yeah.
What is wrong with y'all niggas, man?
We love you, Marvel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shut the fuck up, Craig. Shut the fuck up, Craig.
Oh man. Anyways, yo, this has been a different type of pod, man. Like a lot of conversations actually went a little bit different than usual, but that's dope, man. We need those type of things. We definitely do.
Yeah, this is therapy for all of us.
Yeah, because I was about to
Absolutely.
say fuck it all, honestly, like 10, 15 minutes beforehand. But you know what? Appreciate y'all fucking making me fucking power through, man. Thank you guys.
Likewise, bro. Likewise.
Thank you,
Always
man.
Here.
Yeah, man. 30 days. Fuck it. But is that it? Are we good? Are we cool?
Oh yeah. Sorry. One more thing.
Go ahead,
before
sir.
we go.
Go ahead.
Fuck Jake Paul. I'm just playing.
I have a lot of interest, so I can't necessarily say.
I understand.
I can't necessarily say fuck Jake Paul. I can't say that, but
Watch real boxing.
Yeah,
How about
it's
that? Watch
becoming real boxing. That's becoming. Well, yeah, I understand, bro. Okay,
The only thing real is the shorts and the gloves.
real quick.
And the-
I
and
just
the
hope.
guys.
I just hope that the real boxers out there can actually get his fucking chance.
Yes, that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
The niggas
yeah.
that actually
Yeah.
have the skill.
Yeah.
You
Trey,
know what
Trey,
I'm saying?
Trey, we cool?
We cool, bro.
All right, cool. Jordan, we cool? Ricardo, we cool? I don't know. All right. Not a
Niggas is
problem.
tied with bleach.
Say what?
So we tied with bleach.
Yeah.
You say he tired, boss.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hey, when it come to you, pistol like buzz, issue with trust. Won't let no one get a piece of your love. Yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm making it up. You say you want a bad, flip it, I can't get enough. I'm rich alone, but when I'm with you, I'm bitter as fuck. Forbidden fruit on apple juice, can I sip on the cup? Mix it with some 1942 and I'm hitting you up. Girl, you chosen, fuck it up when you bust wide open.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Really Cool Gents podcast, episode 12. Love you guys. Gents, ladies, everything. Appreciate the support. As always, stay cool.
That you give it to me and just me only. Girl, you chosen.
And happy birthday, Dramatic.
No, he can't step a foot in here if we don't know him. Treat you special, girl, I hit you with the roses. Can't stand your boyfriend, he's too controlling. Get along better with me. Fuck it up when you bust wide open.
Girl, you chosen. Fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's the ocean, I'm just imposing. That you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Fuck it up when you bust wide open. It's the ocean, I'm just imposing. That you give it to me and just me only.
I fuck with her. Yeah. Brand new bro, they got you frozen.
Really
2
cool
more shots,
gents,
got that
baby.
pussy wide open. Till she wanna go another round, don't provoke her.